Again, welcome to South Asia. This is your facilitator J. Reddy from South Asia Educational Channel, which aims at bringing the geography, heritage, and culture of South Asian region in the form of icons, images, and pictures. And today we'll continue our further journey on investigation of fascinating the time and the progression of the state of Hyderabad, which lasted from 1724 to 1948. In the previous two presentations, I I briefly talked about the bird's eye view of the Nizamiya Hyderabad, and I also discussed about the 5 divisions and various districts of the state of Hyderabad. And today I will discuss about Hyderabad, Deccan, and Bearer. What is Bearer? This is very, very important. The name of the state of Hyderabad. State is essentially a territorial geographical area ruled by a particular government, rulers. It has certain rules, regulations, administration. Even though most of the time we say state is equals the government, but it's not exactly. But for practical purpose, you can say state equals to a government in a loose sense. The state of Hyderabad is called officially State of Hyderabad and Bearer. During the British time, British power was the paramount power in Bharat after 1857, the rebellion, and all the subservient powers or states are called princely states, and Hyderabad is the most premier princely state, and the state of Hyderabad as its secondary state, which is under the paramount state or bigger state or major state, the British Indian state in South Asia. It's called Princely State of Hyderabad and Bearer. Bearer is a region, historic region in the northern part of Hyderabad. Today Bearer is actually in the Maharashtra state. You have if this is the Bombay, this is the Khandesh region, the Dhulia, Jalgaon, Nandurbar. Next to that Bearer, there are 4 districts, Buldana and Akola and Washim and Amravati and Elichpur and Yavatmal districts. This is the Bearer. And east of the Bearer we have Vidarbha region, that is Wardha, Nagpur, Chandrapur and Bandara, Gadchiroli and so on. So why it is called Princely State of Hyderabad and Bearer? That is today's topic of discussion. You see, the British monarchy, the United Kingdom of Britain and Northern Ireland as 4 countries, that is England and Scotland, Wales and Northern Ireland, like London and Edinburgh or Edinburgh, the London, Edinburgh, and I forgot the capital of the Wales, and Northern Ireland is Belfast. So the heir apparent to the British throne is called Prince of Wales. Now that Prince of Wales is Prince Charles and husband of the former Princess of Wales, Princess Diana, who passed away a couple of years back, and heir apparent of the British throne is called Prince of Wales. The Hyderabad took the same approach. The heir apparent of the Hyderabad throne is called Prince of Bearer. Why this came into? Because when Hyderabad state was formed, it was under immense pressure, has a lot of trouble in maintaining the territorial integrity because of the constant attacks from the Marathas. Finally, it came under the protection of the Friends, the Bussy, and served the 3, the Nizams like Salabat Jang and his predecessor and Muzaffar Jang. And when he left after the Carnatic Wars, and it came under the protection of the British, finally, eventually the English. And it gave a lot of territory to the English, and finally it also gave the territory Bearer. But because the Nizam of Hyderabad stayed loyal to the British crown during 1857 rebellion in North India, and the rulers have some sort of soft corner to Nizam. They restored the last of some of the territories like Raichur, Doab and so on, the minor things to Nizam, and but they didn't give the Berar. At that time, Berar was already governed by the British as a Berar province, that is a 4 district: Buldana, Akola, Washim, Elichpur, Amravati and Wani. And the locals, predominantly Hindu population, didn't wanted to join a Muslim ruler, undergo a lot of a persecution and second-class citizens in a Muslim state ruled. So in order to do that the type of requirement to appease Nizam, British said that land belongs to you. They gave the bearer. That means they gave the bearer. Originally Nizam gave the bearer, and they returned back the bearer. But still Nizam assigned as a trust to the British as a mark of respect. British once a year, they will on the Nizam's birthday hoist the flag of the Nizam in the state. So in the official document, the state of Hyderabad called itself State of Hyderabad and Bearer. Except that link, practically it was independent. Practically it was a part of later central provinces in 1903 when the Mir Usman Mehboob Ali Khan, father of the last Nizam, Usman Ali Khan here, the last Nizam during the partition time, his father Mehboob Ali Khan, and made a treaty with the Lord Curzon and gave a trust, assigned interest to the British, and heir apparent is called Prince of Bearer. So there were seven Nizams, so as we discussed. The first one is the Asaf Jah Kamaruddin Khan, then his son Nizam Ali Khan, then Sikindar Jah and Naziruddaulah, Afzaluddaulah, 5 ones, then Mehboob Ali Khan and Usman Ali Khan. Because 1903 Mehboob Ali Khan time the treaty was made, first Prince of Bearer was the last Nizam, future Nizam, Mir Usman Ali Khan. And he succeeded, became the ruler in 1911 after his father died, and his son called Azam Jah is the Azam Jah here. Azam Jah married the deposed Turkish monarch Abdul Mazid. His daughter called Durreshawar. Durgana Begum Sahiba was the princess of Bearer. After the marriage in I think round about 1933 or so, she was designated Princess of Bearer because she was the first wife of Azam Jah, that is Mir Himayat Ali Khan Siddiq Bahadur Befendi. This is the Turkish title, and his actual name was the official name was Azam Jah, but his real name was Mir Himayat Ali Khan. So the Nizam, his son Azam Jah, his daughter-in-law Dureshawar, and Dureshawar's father Abdul Mazid. And first Prince of Bearer and second Prince of Bearer. And Nizam didn't, for some reason, didn't like his extravagant son Azam Jah, and actually in 1948 Nizam resisted integration of the princely state of Hyderabad into the dominion of India, and Sardar Patel, the Home Minister in charge of the States Department at that time, took the police action, and Nizam's army capitulated in 4 days in 1948 September, almost 13 months after partition independence, when the status of the state of Hyderabad and Bearer was contested and in dilemma or uncertain. Finally, he signed the instrument of accession and joined the union. And the state continued. Entire Hyderabad, after the republic was formed in 1950, continued as a state of Hyderabad, but Nizam became a nominal ruler called Raj Pramukh. And but the title was passed when not to his son, the Nizam, to his grandson Mukarram Jah, that is son of Azam Jah and Dureshwar. And there was no kingdom, no state anymore, but is called pretender to the throne. The term pretender to the throne in general means there is a throne and or there is no throne. Sometimes there is a position or a power, and a person also tries to usurp it or takes it over by through the wrong means is called a pretender to the throne. And when there is actually no power at all, a person tries to occupy the position having a nominal title is also pretender to the throne. Here in this case there is no position, but try to get the title is called pretender to the throne. So this is about Hyderabad Deccan that has bearer. So Hyderabad, the state that survived from 1724 to 1948 to the various forms, has a 5 divisions: Berar division, Aurangabad division, and Warangal division, and Medak division, and Gulbarga or Gulbarga division. Berar was the northern part of the state territory, north of the Wainganga river, which is a tributary of eventually Godavari, tributary of Varda, which is a tributary of Pranahita, which is a tributary of Godavari. Indirect is a tributary of Godavari, and there are Ajanta, Ellora hill ranges here. This territory was given in trust to the British, who administered it. Nizam is the de jure owner. That means the actual owner, but the British were the de facto the rulers of the state. And in order to maintain this fiction and to appease the Nizam, and they gave the, once a year they used to hoist the Nizam's Asafiya flag in the bearer on the birthday. Heir apparent to the Nizam's throne used to be called Prince of Bearer. During the time of penultimate ruler Mehboob Ali Khan, who passed away in 1911, the treaty was made in 1903, passed away in 1911. He was the first Prince of Bearer, that is Usman Ali Khan. In 1911, he became the Nizam, the last Nizam or 7th Nizam. His first son, he has a lot of sons, nearly 50 or so, and the total number of children of Nizam were counted more than 100. And the first son is Azam Jah, and Azam Jah, he was called Prince of Bearer, and his wife, the Turkish lady and daughter of Abdul Majid, the monarch of deposed monarch of Ottoman Empire, Abdul Majid's daughter, is called Princess of Bearer. Azam Jah, Damat Wala Shan, Sahibzada Nawab Sir Mir Himayat Ali Khan Siddiq Bahadur Befeandi was the second Prince of Bearer. His wife, Princess Dureshwar Begum Sahiba, and Princess of Bearer. She also has the title of Imperial Highness of Ottoman Empire, Princess. And her son, born round about 1933, in the wedlock, called Mukarram Jah, also called Nizam Barkat Ali Khan, who was actually given the title of Nizam, overlooking his father, who was not selected by the Nizam as a title holder. Mukarram Jah and is a pretender to the throne, but failed to get the title of Prince of Bearer. So in the Hyderabad, the state's history, 2 people sported the title, that is Prince of Bearer, the heir apparent to the Nizam's throne. So that was what we discussed today about Hyderabad Deccan, that is the princely state of Hyderabad and Bearer in the southern part of Deccan, the heartland of South India, south of Satpura mountains and Vindhya mountains, south of the Burhanpur Gap or Pass, and the northern part of the territory of Hyderabad, the state or princely state of Hyderabad was Bearer, predominantly cotton producing Marathi speaking area, having Buldana, Akola, Washim, Wani, Amravati, Achalpur districts, and is called Bearer, and it was given in trust to the British Raj East India Company, who nominally acknowledged the Nizam's territory It is de facto belonged to the British, later merged with the central provinces called Central Provinces and Bearer. That's interesting again. You have Central Provinces and Bearer with here Nagpur as a capital, Central Provinces and Bearer as a Bearer division, Nagpur division. We have a Narmada division, that is Kargavan and Khandwa, and Hoshangabad, Narsimhapur, and Betal, Chhindwaras, and Jabalpur division, that is Sagar, Damo, Jabalpur, and Manla, and finally Chhattisgarh division, that is Raipur and Durg and Bilaspur areas. So it has a Bearer division, Nagpur division, Narmada division, Jabalpur division, Chhattisgarh division. Hyderabad, exactly, the Hyderabad state has 5 divisions. It has a Gulbarga division, it has a Medak division, Warangal division, Aurangabad division, and Bearer division. This the legal fiction continued for a lot of years, and that is about Hyderabad and Bearer. So after this talk, we will be having a clarity about what is a Bearer, Hyderabad and Bearer princely state, and central provinces and Bearer, British administered province of British Raj. Thank you very much. This is J. Reddy and your host and facilitator of South Asia, which brings a lot of knowledge of South Asian geography, history, heritage and culture in the form of icons, images and pictures to you. And please encourage our educational channel by your active criticisms and comments and interactions. And see you the next time, and we'll continue our fascinating journey with the state of Hyderabad in Deccan, South Asia, our motherland, Bharat.